Owe no man nothing but love. The only thing you should owe a human being is love. That kind of love that will make you not have sex with that person when the person is not your wife, when the person is not your husband. When you have sex with somebody that is not your wife, that is not your husband, you don't love that person. The Bible said in the book of Romans, chapter 13, verses 8, that you are owing that person. If you steal from a person, you are owing the person. Owe no man nothing but love. Romans chapter 13, verses 8 said, for he that loveth another had fulfilled the law. If you want to be blameless in life and in the life to come, it is only when you have fulfilled the law. And what makes you fulfill the law is owe no man nothing but love. And that nothing was clearly stated in the book of Romans chapter 13 verses 9, which I want to read out. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. If you commit adultery, you are owing someone. Thou shalt not steal. These are the things you and I owe when we do it. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. If you love your neighbor, you will not have sex with that person when you are not married to the person, according to the law of God. If you want to be guiltless and have no stain, and be sure that you have fulfilled the law, you are not supposed to steal from anyone. You are not supposed to kill. You are not supposed to bear false witness. You are not supposed to convert. It is time to awake from your sleep. Dear humans, awake from your sleep and put on the armor of light. Light is an armor. Life is in Jesus. And the life of Jesus gives light to men. And men are supposed to put on the armor of light. According to the book of Romans chapter 13, verses 12, it says, the night is fast spent. You have been spending your night in adultery, in stealing, in killing, in bearing false witness against your neighbor, in converting. The Bible said the night is fast spent. You have spent too much time. You know why? Romans 13:12. The day is at hand. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light. Light is an armor. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. Jesus is that life that will give you the light that you are going to put on as an armor. That is why Romans 13 verses 14 says, and put ye on the Lord Jesus Christ. You must wear him, so that the works of darkness, which is clearly stated in Romans chapter 13, verses 13, you will be able to cast it off. Let us see the works of darkness. Let us walk honestly as in the day, because the night is fast spent and the day is at hand. So be honest, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. People are envious, they are resentful towards the success of another person. The Bible said, cast it off. Cast it off. According to Romans chapter 13, verses 12b, cast off the works of darkness. Cast off envy. Cast on strife. When you are angry, when you are violent, cast it off. Cast off wantonness, that is a lack of restraint or reckless behavior that has no regard for consequences. The Bible says, cast it off. Intentional bad behavior, cast it off. and put on the armor of light. Cast off chambering, that is illicit intercourse. Cast it off and awake. When you are owing people via adultery, via stealing, via killing, via bearing false witness, via covetousness, when you are owing people, do you know that you are at sleep? Romans chapter 13, verses 11. Let me show you. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. You are sleeping when you are still indulging in adultery, in stealing, in killing, in bearing false witness, in covetousness. You are sleeping. And if you give birth to a child and the child has been sleeping from the day the child was born, and the child is 40 years old, the child is still sleeping, that child would have been buried alive because the child refused to wake up. So the Bible said you should awake, that you are at sleep when you don't love. Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we first believed. If you have been involving yourself in adultery, in stealing, in lying, in killing, in bearing false witness, in being covetous, wanting what people own that doesn't belong to you, it is time for you to awake from that sleep. Because you should owe no man nothing but love. If you love somebody, you will not want to do such to them. So awake from your sleep. Cast off the works of darkness. Cast off the work of darkness and put on. And put on Romans 13:12. Cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Light is an armor. My name is Aleladia. Once has the Lord spoken, twice you should know that power belongs unto God. I will definitely see you on top. Shalom.